Hi there. It's Mark, and it's Monday night. So we're going to do a four-card spread: um, fire, water, air, and earth. We're going to pull one card for each of the elements of the zodiac. So if you are a fire sign, that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That'll be the first card. If you are a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that'll be the second card. Third card will be air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And the fourth card will be for you earth signs. That would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So why don't we get started? We like to start with a quote. And this is episode number 40 of Fire, Water, Air, and Earth, if you can believe it. And we'll start with a quote about numbers. This is from one of my favorites of all time, named Carl Gustav Jung. And he wrote a book called Man and His Symbols. And in that book, he wrote about numbers. And here's a quick quote about what he thought. He says, "Numbers are not concepts consciously invented by men or women for purposes of calculation. They are spontaneous and autonomous products of the unconscious, as are other archetypal symbols." So, what does that mean? Well, numbers are something that are embedded in our consciousness. These are things that we can't escape. One of the first things that children do is how to count. And there's a reason for that. We've got 5 fingers on one hand and 5 fingers on the other hand. That makes 10. Not surprisingly, our mathematical system, metric system, is 10. So today we're going to numbers of the card. Without further ado, let's get started. Let me do one more shuffle. And if you recall in your own life, we're always thinking about numbers. In high school, we were always thinking about our GPA. In college, we're thinking about GPA. We're thinking about test scores. We're thinking about the numbers in our bank accounts. We're thinking about numbers all the time. So they're an important part of our minds and an important part of our lives. So let's take a look at some of the numbers that we're going to get that are going to get pulled here. Here we go. We've got fire, we've got water, we've got air, and we've got earth. All right. Let's take a look at you fire signs. The card that you got was the 3 of discs. 3 of discs. Let's take a look at it upright. So 3. 3s are a card of growth and expansion, or at least one of the numbers of growth and expansion. If you think of a shamrock, if you think of the Trinity in Christian faith, if you think of the Trimurti in the Hindu faith, these are very embedded number in our consciousness. 3 is something that we'll think about naturally. The smallest family unit is father, mother, and offspring. That's number 3. So for you fire signs, you had the 3 of discs reversed. This may be a call for you to get some advice. Get some advice on some kind of work project, or typically work or money. If you're doing something that has to do with work or money, this is a card of getting feedback. And some of that feedback may help you, but it may knock you off your proper path, so to speak. So if you take a look at this card, it's a pyramid, a 3-sided pyramid. It's a call for advice, but being able to discern which advice is going to be giving you, getting you ahead. Um, this pyramid here is kind of in the middle of a bunch of waves there, if you see that. And those three circular things are at the edges, kind of. Um, if you think of the turrets of a castle, this is a call for advice and being able to discern which advice is good. Um, and you can usually determine that on past experience. I mean, who do you trust? Who do you trust to get advice from? This is something to be thinking about. So, advice, direction, a consultation, um, kind of a check-in, checking in with someone. Who do you usually check in with? Maybe this is someone at work. Maybe this is someone that you know personally. But this is a call for getting someone else to take a look at what you're doing or getting some feedback from that person. For you water signs, you have the Queen of Discs. There's no number on this one. So we're going to bring it back down to number one. Numbers usually, when we think of numbers, they're usually going up. So in this case, we're going to be coming back to the one, and that one is you. Where do you need to be grounded? Where do you need kind of like a look at the landscape that has your best interest in mind? If you take a look at this beautiful card, by the way, take a look at that. I love the artwork on these images. The Queen of Discs is looking out over the landscape. She sits on her throne, and those antlers on her crown indicate that she's got quite a bit of knowledge. So this is asking you to take a look at the landscape and take a look at how it relates to you. How does all this, the things that are happening around you, relate to you? And how can you kind of withdraw your energies or withdraw your activity from things that aren't necessarily going to be helping you, if you catch my drift. So the Queen of Discs is very calm, very settled, very into her own world. So for you water signs, this might be a call for withdrawing some of your emotional energy. There's a lot of talk of like cords and connections to people. Which of these cords and connections are helping you, and which of these cords and connections are not helping you? Particularly in today's heated political environment, a lot of people are focused on politics. So maybe this is a time to not focus on that and focus more on your own kingdom, your own surroundings, and the things that make you happy and the things that serve you. So bring it back in, bring it back to number one, focus on number one, which is you. For you air signs, we've got the devil. Oh my goodness, the evil devil. This is not an evil card. This is a card, I mean, it looks evil, but this is not a card of evil. It's a card of restriction and a card of discipline. So for you air signs, where are you needing some discipline in your life? Where are you needing some grounding? Where are you needing some down-to-earth behaviors, down-to-earth thinking, down-to-earth activity? For you air signs who are very good at living up in your minds and creating new ideas and creating new possibilities, which is kind of represented by all those percolating people in those two spheres there. Which one of those are going to be useful to you? Which one of those are going to have fruit, so to speak? If you take a farther look at this, it kind of looks like a phallus. You've got the the two testicles there at the bottom, and then you've got kind of the phallus kind of going up there into the air. So where does this type of which ideas are gonna be fruitful? Which ideas are gonna be useful to you? And this is achieved by grounding and being practical, being matter of fact. Um, so pull in the reins on your brilliant, brilliant minds, you air signs, and get down to earth and focus on fruitful and profitable ideas and thoughts. Finally, oh, I didn't talk about the number on here. The number is 15. You bring that down to, if you take the 1 and the 5 and numerologically combine them, that brings it down to 6. So harmony. 6 is the number of harmony. What activities, what thoughts, what activities, thoughts, and behaviors are going to bring harmony into your life? So make that determination and act accordingly. Finally, for you earth signs, we've got card number 17, the star. Let's take a look at it upright. A beautiful card. Typically, the star is about freedom and expansion and strange people, strange ideas, strange experiences, avant-garde behavior, artists, and subversive thinking, things of this nature, things that are off the beaten path. And it's reversed here. So if you, whichever one feels right for you, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to show you what the cards mean. This is a card that could either be a call to doing things differently and connecting with different people, strange, different people with different ideas and different way of doing things, or it could be a warning to avoid these type of people. Which one is it for you? If we look at the number, which is 17 there, you take those numbers. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 is the card of expansion. Another number of expansion, that is. It's the number of luck. Triple eights in the casino is a good thing. 8 is a lucky number for a lot of people. It's also infinity. So, and if you notice there, the way she's pouring those cups there, the water bearer that she is, it kind of looks like an 8 too, an 8 as well, I should say. So, which is it? Are you supposed to be talking with some strange people with strange ideas to kind of help you along the way, or have you been doing a little bit too much of that? What feels right to you? So earth signs, my guess is that it would be to kind of entertain and explore some different ideas and different ways of seeing the world. Earth signs can tend to be a little restricted in that way, and stubborn and in their patterns. So maybe break out of those patterns a little bit and do a little bit of exploration. So, all right, that's it. Thank you again for joining. We do this every Monday night. Give me some feedback, hit like, share with your friends, and Thanks a lot for joining. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye. Me and this.